As we have recently begun our study about prayer as one of our practices, I'm going to talk this morning or today about the idea of prayer as dance. There are a couple of verses in John 17 that for a long time both fascinated me and perplexed me. This is part of Jesus' high priestly prayer and should probably be properly called the Lord's Prayer rather than the two versions of the Lord's Prayer that we usually refer to. They're more the disciples' prayer, but John 17 is absolutely the Lord's Prayer because it's the prayer Jesus himself prayed. And in the middle of that prayer, he says these things that, as I say, have engaged me and made me wonder and study, and I think I'd like to propose a solution to my perplexity. So here's what he prayed. I am not asking on behalf of these alone, but also for those who believe in me through their word. And here's the part, that they may all be one, just as you, Father, are in me, and I in you, that they also may be in us. Let me read that again. That they may all be one, just as you, Father, are in me, and I in you, that they also may be in us, so that the world may believe that you sent me. I tried for such a long time to get my head around how that could be, that in some way, just as Jesus is in the Father and the Father is in the Son, we would be in them. It's the very same preposition, very same idea and context. So how is it that we are actually involved in the fellowship of the Trinity as Jesus prays for here? And I think the answer to that question is prayer. Prayer is the way. Prayer is the place where the Son is in the Father and the Father is in the Son, and we are in the Father and Son, and we might supply also Spirit. I would like to think about prayer as a dance with three partners who move as one. I'll say that again. Prayer is a dance between three partners who move as one. We are invited into a dance, and I love the word dance. I love the concept of dance. I love the dynamics of dance. And in John 17, I think what Jesus is praying for, that we might be sort of invited onto the dance floor to dance with the Trinity. And it's as though there are two partners. There is me and the Trinity. There's you in the Trinity. There's us and the Trinity. And at the same time, there are three partners with whom we partner, because the Father, Son, and Spirit are on the dance floor, but they move as one. In many ways, we can understand how it is that the Father is involved. If we use this analogy of a dance floor, perhaps we can see that the Father is the one who designed the dance floor. The Father is the one who commissioned the dance. And the Son is the one who gives us the pass to the dance. So he issues the pass that allows us onto the dance floor. And the Spirit is the one who energizes and who imagines the dance that we have with the Trinity. And so we in our lives have this incredible opportunity to be in the fellowship of the Godhead as we pray. And so as we pray, we're allowed to explore our dance moves. We're encouraged to imagine what the dance will look like. And we will celebrate our partnership with the Father, Son, and Spirit as we pray, as we dance in the dance of prayer. We as followers of Christ are already invited into the fellowship of the Trinity like this. I assumed as I first read this that it must be thinking about later on, that somehow when we are with Christ and when we see his glory, because he's praying for that here as well, that when we see his glory, we will somehow be submerged into this dance with the Trinity. But I think what Jesus is praying about is for now. It is for us now to imagine that we are in this dynamic relationship with God in which we talk and we listen and we sing and we complain and we celebrate and all of the things that might be imagined as the moves of this wonderful dance. I think all genres of music. I used to say I like all genres of music except country, and now I even like country. And I came across a country song several years ago by Leanne Womack, and here are the words that I'll just sort of wind up with here. She says, "I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance." We could sit out our Christian lives. We could watch it go by. We could watch others. I'm prone to sit on the sidelines at a wedding reception when people are dancing and I don't know how to dance, and I don't want to make a fool of myself or Annabeth. And we could have our Christian lives be experienced like that we could just sit it out, not understand everything, maybe wonder sometimes in sort of doubtful ways, or we can dance. And what that song just sort of prompts in me is the spirit of joy and fun of dancing with the Trinity, in which we have three partners who move as one. So if you have the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.